Well, just about done here. I've been pretty careful while I was working out to not overdo it. And the main reason for that is I don't want to wake up really sore. Tight's okay, sore is bad. See how this works. Looks like it's going to be nice for a little while. I think I'll hop on the bike, go up and check out that thrift store. So, I'll be back in a few. I'll be right back. Well, I can feel that in my gut. Noticed that yesterday. Hey all. Well, the other day I talked about stopping by this, I guess they call it the bargain store, thrift store and more. But look at this. I thought this would be an interesting little place to stop by. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6. Today, Today's Monday. So I guess if you guys want, I'll stop by here again sometime. Got the bike all cleaned up, looking good. And some pretty cool stuff here. And look at this. All kinds of little ideas what you might do with that. Probably got some stuff back there. I can't see over the fence, but you can. Let's see what's back there. Yeah, I'll get a look. Anyways, a little break in the weather today. We're supposed to get storms moving in again. Today and tomorrow. But Wednesday is just calling for it to be cloudy. Maybe some afternoon sun. So, that'll be nice. Oh, look at here. Yeah. See? Told you. A little break in the weather. See you in a minute. 98. 99. 100. Oh, hey guys. Yeah, you believe that, don't you? Oh, man. Hey, I tried. I went down to that thrift store and they were closed. Wanted to get something a little interesting in today's. But since there's nothing interesting, I'll take advantage of that. You know how every time I close one of my vlogs or videos, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, I don't like calling them vlogs. I know that's video log. It sounds something like you got somebody in the stockades and you're whipping them, going out and giving them 20 vlogs. I know it's vlogs. But anyways, I seem to really stumble over have a good night, have a good evening, have a good day, blah, 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 blah. And So I've been thinking about this for a while. I want to close out with something, and I'm going to close out with this, and but I want to explain it. I want to close out with be strong, be happy, and be a good neighbor. And I'm doing it more for me. I want to remind myself every day to be like that. And being strong isn't necessarily physical strength. To me, the strongest people I know are moms and dads. They grew up, became young adults, found happiness in maybe traveling and eating out, dance clubs, doing all things that make themselves happy. They get married or not, and they have a child. And at the very least, those things that gave them greatest pleasure and greatest happiness, at the very least, if they're not eliminated, they're brought way down. And they start making more and more sacrifices for that child. And that amazes me. It's not, I don't know if it's human nature or not. I would think it is, and I think human nature would be more like striving constantly to give your own self pleasure. Whether it's eating, whether it's enjoying somebody's company, whether it's traveling, whether it's learning something new, whatever the case may be. But all of a sudden they do a 180 and they dedicate to devote themselves to a child. That's amazing to me. I mean, I call that strength. That's an inner strength that just is. And if you ask them, they tell you that gives them more joy than anything they ever did. I don't know. It's just amazing. But that kind of strength, or the strength to go through and not give up when tragedy strikes. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Be happy. There's a lot of times when I know I could be happy and I'm not. And I know other people the same way, that there's things that happen throughout the day or the week or the month that should give you a lot of happiness, and maybe you overlook it, or I overlook it, or I don't zero in on it. Maybe I zero in on the wrong things. And I'm not bad about that. As you might guess, I'm pretty good about finding happiness in little things. But I could be better, and I want to daily remind myself. And be a good neighbor. That has nothing to, or it has maybe 10% to do with my living environment. To me, being a good neighbor is doing the right thing, or being conscious of those around you, in your proximity, in any environment, whether it's in the bank, grocery store, driving a car, driving your motorcycle. All these people around you, to me, become your immediate neighbors. And I know I can improve on this. I do this, but maybe I could do it more often. If I'm at a grocery store, I see an elderly person. To me, elderly, what does that mean? They're 110? No. I see an elderly person with a big grocery cart full and maybe a case of water and this and that. More often, I could just go over and give him a hand. I'm pretty good about, if I'm in line and I've got a shopping cart full of stuff, and somebody comes up behind me, he's got 3 or 4 items in their hand or a little basket, I let them go ahead of me. Traffic, I'm okay, but I'm not as good as I could be. Most of the time, when somebody needs to cut in that, even if they're a jerk, if for whatever reason they're a jerk, Most of the time, I ease off, I let them in, but there are times when I say, that guy could have got in, 10 cars back, like I had to wait and stuff like that. And just because they're being a jerk doesn't mean I have to be. So, anyways, I've gotten a little long-winded, but there's a reason for that. The main thing is I want to emphasize that in my closing each day, I'm saying it as much for me or more for me than anybody else. If it's good for you, wonderful. But I'm being selfish. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna close from now on with be strong, be happy, be a good neighbor, and hopefully that'll sink into me. If you want to ignore it, that's fine. If you want to say it's corny, if you want to come back and say, "Oh man, you're getting too corny," blah blah blah, go ahead. But that's what I'm doing from now on. So, in closing, thank you for watching. Be strong, be happy, and be a good neighbor. Bye bye.